To this day.
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 That Dylan should take it. Simply because, and people think I'm crazy, Dylan White genuinely believes in his hearts of hearts, not no tough talk or anything else, that he can beat Tyson Fury. Reason being, they sparred many rounds together. Reason being, he knows Tyson Fury. He wants that fight. Badly wants that fight. So what I'm saying is this: if you so badly want it, then take the 20%. Just take it and do what you believe that you can do. Because a lot of people would think, well, it's like, trust me, Dylan White is live in that fight. He's live. Yes, Tyson Fury is going to be the favorite, but Dylan White is live in that fight. And sometimes, for the skullduggery, you should call the bluff on the skullduggery. Because I believe if Dylan, and this is no disrespect to Anthony Joshua, I believe if Dylan White had fought the Anthony Joshua that fought Ruiz the first fight, Dylan White would have beat that guy.
Those are the words of the knowledge Spencer Fearon as he counterpunches with knowledge. He feels that Dillian White should take the bluff or take the money, call the bluff, and we can see what we can see. Let me counterpunch. What Spencer Fearon has said, that's what I've been saying. But he said it with a twist. And the twist is, if you think you can beat Tyson Fury, fight him. Like, what's stopping you from fighting the guy that you want to fight to get what you want? The politics. What's the politics? Injustice. Okay. Omit the injustice by giving in to the injustice, by empowering yourself to do what you want to do. Okay? Do what you feel that you can do. See, this is one of the same situations as Wilder, Joshua. And to only be fair, if I said that about Deontay Wilder, I have to say that about Dillian White. Oh, he deserves more. Oh, it's more of a split. It's this, that, and the other. And matter of fact, it's like, well, those were two different fighters at two different times. That was 4 years ago versus now with Dillian White. But if Deontay Wilder, like I said about him, if he felt he could beat Anthony Joshua, call the bluff. Here you go. Don't say, hey, let me do it, and then say, no, I didn't want to do it. Then say, because there was a lot of that going on. Like, hey, yeah, we agreed to it, but then they moved to no. You said no. You first said yes, then you said no. With Dillian White, he has to agree to those terms, beat Tyson Fury to show that he's the man, and that's what it is. Okay? I'm going to leave the link to this IFL interview so you guys can hear it, to hear the whole thing, because the knowledge was dropping knowledge on comparisons to fighters like Evander Holyfield. He took a certain amount of money just to get the opportunity to fight Riddick Bowe once again. It wasn't fair, but boxing is not fair. This is the sport that I love, that I hate so much. So why would you think that anything and everything should be fair? So if you believe that boxing is a fair sport, go do something else. Go do MMA. Why? Because you know how things work in boxing. You know when people are trying to stand in your way. And if you think they're trying to duck you, that's the only way to know if they're really trying to duck you, if you agree to terms. Plain and simple. Dillian White needs to take that money because he knows by now the politics are in. The favoritism is in. And he knows that they don't want me here. But obviously, if they didn't want him here and he knew that a long time ago and he felt a certain way about it, he could always do something else. Well, obviously, he doesn't want to do something else, right? So what he needs to do is take the money. Take that money, call their bluff, back them into a corner, because that's how you do. That's how you empower situations. That's how you flip it. When someone's trying to come with you with oh, well, you know, you have to take this certain amount of money, and then in certain things you don't even know what the amount is. You know what I mean? 20% versus 5.5, that might be a totally different amount. Okay? You know what I'm saying? But them just saying 5.5, that might be a flat rate they're trying to give Dillian White. But the 20%, if that's what it is, okay, give it to me. I know it's wrong, but give it to me. See, if he does that, that will prove to everyone that, hey, Dillian White believes that he can beat Tyson Fury. And I've brought up the sparring as well, because they've sparred together, and Dillian White has said to drop Tyson Fury several times in sparring. But you have to understand, you know, when you spar, that just increases the chances of someone getting hurt, because you're spending more time throwing leather together. Regardless if you have headgear on or not, you're still fighting. Now, you could be light sparring, but I don't think those guys were light sparring. I think those guys were trying to take each other's head off, based on a little small segment of clips that I saw. Okay, so no, I agree with Spencer. Dillian White needs to take the money. They don't want him there, just like Don King didn't want Bernard Hopkins at middleweight. There was nothing that Don could do about it, because Bernard wouldn't go anywhere until he kicked every ass in the division to become the man. But anyway, that's my counterpunch on Spencer Fearon's The Knowledge. Dropping the knowledge. You guys tell me what you think. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.